Hi there crafty pals, Louise with you today. Thanks for checking out this video. It is a Scraptember share and it's all about old and new. So this particular stencil has been one that I picked up quite a while ago and I've actually never used it. I bought it because I really loved the pattern. I do love a big bold pattern in a stencil, and it just it hasn't felt like the way I want to use this stencil has come to me just yet. So I've pulled out the stencil today and I'm teaming it with some older elements from my stash. So some black elements from a previous Kitaholic kit and some washi strips, alphas, and a few little bits and pieces that I'm going to pull from my stash. But my main new element is this background stencil. And as you can see, I am teaming it with this background paper. Now this particular paper is a Vicky Bouton Flower Emporium, so it makes up part of my new elements as well. That's the newest item I have in my stash, so that's what I'm using. And I just think it's gorgeous when you peel that stencil away, how the simple black ink through that stencil really changes the whole impact of that background paper. So a little bit of fun. Now I actually struggle quite a lot to use a horizontal and a vertical photo on the same layout, and that's my challenge for myself today. Now as you can see, I'm going to tuck this little 3x4 Project Lifestyle card into that cluster while I'm building it, so that I have a place for my journaling. I know that handwritten journaling is not going to fit anywhere on my background, and so I need to really incorporate this. I've also used photos that will work with this particular title. So we went for a little day trip and we found this lolly shop where my boys were super excited, and you could tell by their faces that they had never seen anything like it before. So The Sweet Life is a very appropriate title for this page that I'm creating. Now these washi strips are going to form elements of my background, so I'm just laying them in strips, and this is kind of fun because it gives me a secondary base to work on. Now normally when I scrap, I build my layers around my photo cluster and then add my elements into the background. But in this particular case, I've added my elements to the background, and then I'm going to overlay areas of my cluster. And so one of my favorite parts about the whole Scraptember premise is that there really is no pressure to create. So a lot of these layouts don't take very long. You see me do them in one sitting. There's no pressure to use different products. It really is just pull from my stash, create how I'm feeling on the day. And if I'm getting a good flow, I can get a layout done in like 20 to 30 minutes. It really just depends on how detailed it is. So it is fun to have no pressure and really just sit and enjoy my creative time and get some memories onto the page. But at the same time, I do try to incorporate either different techniques or fun elements or things that you can do as I'm sharing them, so that it hopefully inspires you in your own creativity. So if you ever see something in a video that I've created, or you're enjoying a different technique or something you'd like me to try, absolutely leave a comment. I love a challenge, and I think it's the best way to increase your own productivity and your own creativity. So absolutely leave a comment, find me on Facebook, all those sorts of things where you can definitely share the love and the inspiration. So you've seen me tuck a few little bits and pieces around that cluster. I really do like the little pieces at the bottom. It just adds that little bit of something extra. So to match with that, I've made that lower area cluster. I'm going to, off camera, go ahead and give this a little bit of extra adhesive and use some tacky glue just to stick my Sweet Life title down. But essentially, in terms of old versus new, new background paper, new pattern stencil for the background, and everything else was from stash and considered an old item. So I had lots of fun with this one. I hope that you've enjoyed it, and as always, I thank you for watching and happy crafting.